So far you've figured out how to tame a Noglin, haven't you? But have you figured out how to get a 100% perfect tame? Well, this is the guide for you. You're right, kids, it's Ross Clark, and yes, it's happening. We're going to efficiently 100% tame a Noglin. So first off, if you don't know how to get to the place, it's in Rockwell's innards. Yes, sometimes they do spawn on the outside, but it's going to be easier actually in Rockwell's innards, believe it or not, and I'll show you why. There's your coords, and there we go. Right, so let's go in, and I'll show you what I've got set up, ready and done, and I'll talk to you about why and how it works. Up until now, we've all been using turtles, haven't we? Good old little snappy, tanky turtles. Well, it turns out turtles are not the way to tame Noglins. There's a variety of creatures that will tame a Noglin, that will give them more affinity per tame. And the best one of them all are these. Brontos. Brontos are your best way to tame a Noglin. There is a certain level requirement. For example, to tame a 150 Noglin, you need a minimum level 200 Bronto. It doesn't matter if it's higher than 200, it won't make a difference as long as it is over 200. And obviously it scales down, so the lower the level the Poglin, the lower the level the Bronto you can have. But you will need a minimum of 200 for a 150.
Hey there, mate.
Hello, mate. Right, as you can see, I built a trap. Now, there's many ways to make a trap. I am not a trap guru. There are better trap gurus out there, I'm sure. But this is what I've done. Because we're using Brontos and we need a big open space. We need a big open space, but enough to keep the Bronto inside. And you may be wondering why there's a turtle there, and I'll explain what that's all about in just a moment. This is the lovely place where the Noglin sits. Always a great place to go. Let's whip our visor on to get a better view. Now, before I told you honey is the way, didn't I? Now it is, it's a good way to do it, but there is another way. What we're going to do, we're going to slap our ghillie on, because we don't want to get detected. We're going to need the tech visor on though, so that's just one of the things we'll need. I'm pretty sure I see a Noglin right there. You can see my hotbar. I've got a crossbow, yes. There's been some myth about if you can crossbow a Noglin. You can. Now obviously it's a small target, but you will get it eventually. Where you ghillie? Is that it? Right, we got it. Okay, right. Now we don't want it to detect you. If it detects you, it's going to break free. Just loosen up that grapple. Nice and steady. Here we go. Plenty of distance between me and the Noglin. So we can start moving a bit faster now. And we'll carry it to the trap. Plenty of slack. And oh, it's a bit too close really. But my ghillie is doing me wonders. Right, we're in. It hasn't seen the Bronto yet, but it will. Even with it grappled, it will see the Bronto and it will begin what it needs to do. But just in case, I'll shut the door whilst I've still got it grappled. Right, but it seems good. It seems okay. There we go. Just as I got it in, it saw me. But that's fine. We need to run. We need to run before it catches me. Okay. So before that starts, okay, it's already started. We need to get out. Now, the turtle, hopefully, it's going to aggro on the turtle. It should do. There we go. It should come over here and get aggroed on the turtle. And we can, of course, start checking it, see if it's taming. Right, there we go. It's already got 20% done. Right. Now that's done, we can cryo it up. So every Bronto, it's going to tame at 20%. And then we'll whistle in the next Bronto. Obviously, you want to be as quick as you can. You don't want it to lose that affinity. You could just have the Brontos in here if you wanted, but this saves you saves them losing any health and anything dying in the process. There we go, that's that one being controlled. I'm going to just go over here, make sure he aggro's on the turtle. Yep, wonderful. There we go, 40% done. Get this one cryoed and get the next one out. Let's have a look. What level is it? Level 44. Ugh. But stick around and I'll do it with a 150 so you can see that. There we go. Next one's in. Aggro on the turtle again. And there we go. Because it's such a low level, it's taming pretty quick. And there we go. It's coming. Wonderful. Now you want a nice open space, because if it's quite enclosed, for some reason it bugs out quite a bit. And I've found having a nice open space like this does the job. Because sometimes, you might even do it now, it needs some distance between it and the Bronto in order to tame it. So we'll see what happens. We'll bring the Bronto closer. Obviously we're still against a bit of a deadline here. We want to make sure it starts taming before that affinity starts going down. There we go. What's worth noting is you've only got 5 tames before its effectiveness starts going down. So at the moment, as you can see, this is on 100%. But after 5 tames, that effectiveness will start rocketing down, and you will lose all of those nice taming levels. There we go. That's 80% now with 100% efficiency. One more Bronto to go. Now, there are other creatures you can use, but I find a Bronto is by far the most effective. There we go, Bronto's there. Okay, just keep your distance. There you go, you can have a little run around. This is why we want an open area, because occasionally it will do this, it will do that. And there we go. And we're done. Poggers. Okay, but of course you want to see it with a 150. So let's do that. There we go. It's going to jump on it any second now. Boom. There we go. Now that should go up to 20%. And once it's done, we'll take out the Bronto. As I explained, if you've got lower level Brontos, you won't tame it at 20% each time. There we go. Right, let's cryo it up. Now I've tried to do some maths to understand what exactly the difference is on the level of the creature over the level of the Noglin, and I haven't quite figured it out. I hoped it was more than half of the level of the Noglin, but it doesn't appear that that's the case. It's really weird when it gets a lot lower. There we go. Nearly done. 40%, lovely. Okay. You can see it's taking more of a beating with a higher level Noglin. There we go. Next Bronto's in. There we go. That's 40%. The turtle's there, so of course the Bronto can aggro on the turtle rather than going over to the other side. And also it doubles up as a last resort, because sometimes, I found this in a test previously, it can bug on 100%. I had a 150 bug on me earlier in testing. So that turtle's there kind of as a last resort reserve. We might lose some affinity, I'm hoping we don't. And there we go. Next Bronto's in. And controlled. Aggroed on the turtle. There you go. And then just one more Bronto to bring. Now, of course, if you're on unofficial and your levels are boosted, it's going to be a tough call to figure out what exactly it is, but I'm guessing if you're going for a max Noglin, you want a max Bronto with Tame levels on top. Because as I said, Tame levels do count. Right, we'll pull this Bronto a bit towards us, just in case. Sometimes Noglin needs a bit of distance. Looks like it's coming for it. We'll just back off out, let it do its thing. But there you go, it's still on 100%. There we go. Still 100%. Right, there we go. Right, send the turtle in now. Anytime now we'll do turtle. There you go. Let the turtle finish the job. Get your distance. Good to probably get this Bronto. I'm going to do that. There we go, there's the turtle, ready and waiting. Let's back up. It looks like it's making a beeline for it now. And there we go. There's a max level, almost perfect max level Tame. That seems to be the only way. I believe anything below 150, you will perfect Tame. But with a 150, it seems to be bugged at the moment. When it hits 100%, sadly, you've got to pull in a turtle to finish the job. But I imagine Wildcard will patch this at some point, so in future, you won't need that turtle. But there you go, that's how you perfect Tame and Noglin. I hope you've enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. My name is Ross Clark, and as always, peace out.